Mulligan 1.
I also mulligan.
By the way, I enjoy your guys' content quite a bit.
Oh, thanks, man.
Yeah, no problem. Alright, so...
I saw your video on how to on Obi-Wan. I thought you might be playing that.
No, it's just not quite there yet. I don't know what it needs exactly. I have 3. Okay.
All right, good luck, man.
Yeah, good luck to you as well. Might need some resources there. Oh well, you're gonna spend them anyways. Alright, Unnerved here. This is game, or top 32 of TTS Elimination. Playing an FN Jango deck. Already got his ambush action chaining going. I was able to get a shield off the holdout blaster. Didn't get what he needs there though. So now I think at this point he's going to roll in FN and see if he picks up some damage, which he does. That's 3 damage output. I think, you know, in the scope of things, I only need 1 resource for the rocket launcher, so I'm going to electroshock the 1 melee side of FN. That way it keeps the vibro knife. He's got to reroll again, which he probably wants to do, but in this case, I guess not. So seems pretty good. Now we're going to start doing our stuff. So we'll roll out Poe. Okay, he's going to respond with Jango. Then I'm going to roll Maz. All right, so we will do post special and do 4 damage to FN. So we got him down by 3. I will see if he's got any removal here. He could have an electroshock, which would put me off of the rocket launcher. I would like to get the rocket launcher off. If he does an electroshock here, then I'll definitely do that. I'll just claim and do the 4, and I'll leave damage on the table. But
Anything else?
Sorry, I'm thinking here.
Okay, that's fine.
Well, we'll just do it this way. So no matter what, I'll get the damage out. But he's probably got an electroshock there. If he has removal, he's going to use it now. If he doesn't, then I actually get to do 5, which is going to be pretty incredible because that's going to put FN at 8 on turn 1, which is a really solid start against FN. We want to stop that shenanigans, and Jango's dice are certainly less powerful in comparison. Particularly with a vibro knife on FN.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
He could have, he doesn't like you, he could have electroshock in this for removal. He could have best defense in this removal. Sweet. I'm not sure exactly how much he's got there, but we shall see. Nick is a very good player. He was part of the Hyperloops, and I'm honored to be playing a good opponent with a really good deck. Right, he's thinking about something. He's going to electroshock it away. Nope, he's going to reroll. Okay, he's just going to go for damage here. It's probably not a bad call. He's got to get Poe down. So we'll do one here. Okay. Four. So we claim, use post special through the rocket launcher. Oh, it's the wrong. Wrong battlefield. Son of a gun. Total mistake. Okay.
You know what's funny is that I tanked so hard because I was like, oh man, he's gonna claim, and I was like, oh wait a minute.
I know, right? That's just dumb on my part. Oh well. Well, I'll get the resource. So I was thinking that was Emperor's Throne Room because they are so similar, and I just wasn't paying attention. That's just a major mistake on my part, and yeah, I'm paying the price for that now. So okay. So we'll just go into the next round, I guess. Not having the battlefield is going to hurt for defensive positions, but I got a U-wing to throw and a rocket launcher to throw. I'll throw the rocket launcher first because that's going to be able to put me in realm of taking FN down. So we'll see how he starts here. I don't think he wants to replace Riot Baton. Flamethrower, it's a good start. He could roll the 4 damage side. I can't respond to it. Nope, gets the 1 disrupt, which I think he'll take. Yeah, I was gonna say it doesn't seem like you wouldn't want to. So we'll roll in Poe. Yep, and he's gonna Jango fast hands, or just do Jango. I'm gonna hold my defensive positions for a late setup because if I can claim the battlefield and get something out of it, that seems like a solid place to be. He's probably gonna get another Riot Baton on FN. He's setting up for a much later game, and this is a tough matchup for me because I don't have the removal suite here to do good.
I'm thinking about whether or not I want to reroll that.
No problem, Nick. Put a little damage out.
I'll keep it.
Okay, I think he knows he's going to get the resources, which makes sense. I gotta see if I can't get enough damage to kill FN this turn, which could be a problem for sure. But we did get the special, so this time we will do the 4. Now I'll actually do 4. He takes the resources I claim, 3, 6, 7, 8, and I just hit FN and kill him with U-wing. Not if he does that. Okay. I think if we're going to go long here, it's interesting because I can take the resource from Poe. Sorry, thinking.
Okay, that's fine.
Yep, I'm going to take the resource from Poe. Now you're going to ask why, because what I'm going to do is he's going to take... Ideally want to take the battlefield here and only spend 2. I have 3 resources next turn. Like I feel like I might be setting up a little better in the long term. We'll see, because it's going to be tough, but ideally I want to get the battlefield back and hold the battlefield for these defensive positions. And I think probably just getting a DL44 on the field here can matter. So he's going to bait and switch. Okay. And he's going to do some amount of damage here. All right, close quarters assault. That good play. 1, 2, 3. All right, he didn't get the DL44, which is what I care about. We'll do 1 to FN. He's got to take a resource here, which means he can't claim. Okay, gets 2 resources from the logistics. I really only have one thing. I want to get the battlefield back for dug-ins, and so yeah. So he's gonna hit for 5. Okay. Worked out pretty good. Only took 5. This is, I mean, these are decks that are going to try to beat down over the long time. So, all right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. I'm assuming we're going into the next round. All right. We'll draw 5. We're going to hope for a thermal. Didn't get the thermal. We did get new orders though, which is really good here because I can just use the battlefield ability. So we're gonna roll Poe. Even if he takes 1 die, I finish off FN with that roll, and that's what we want. And then I can start digging for planetaries and things of that nature.
And I'm thinking, well, whether or not I want to use Jango.
New orders is a perfect play here because we switch the battlefield, get to use post special, blow up FN. He's not going to roll Jango because of it, and that's okay, but we own the battlefield, so I can dug in. He doesn't have Vibro Knife anymore, so the dug in's going to put Poe back down to 4.
No, I'll hold off on Jango.
Okay. All right. So he's going to roll Gaffy in. It's okay with me because this. Okay. So now that we've gone to the throne room, I can resolve this and do 3 to kill FN. But we stop a lot of his shenanigans this way. I now have my battlefield back. I'm going to do 2 damage to Jango right away. So he's going to probably take the scavenge, but he might take the dug in. It's more brutal on him. Those are tough choices. It's a tough choice there. Yep. Okay. That's fine by me. I'm going to do 2 damage to Jango. All right. Wow, that's some damage. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have no way to remove it, so Poe is going to go down this turn, which is fine. I wish I had Cunning, but just to try to get another special off. But this will work out pretty well for us, so we'll do 3. I mean, he's just got to kill Poe here, I think. We're going to go digging for Planetary Uprising on the next turn. The reason being is that if I can get another focus to roll on Maz and focus Maz to that 3 side and then claim, I get the victory here. You know, it's one of those things. So, okay. Don't think he can disrupt that from my hand, so we'll scavenge. 1, 2, 3. Okay. I think I'll just claim. I'm not sure. He might have the ability. I don't think he wants to spend the resource. Yeah, that's smart play. I knew that there was a chance that there could be a backup muscle. That'll kill Poe. Like, I knew he didn't want to spend the resource, but he's going to try to do 2 to Maz. The problem here is that it might be too little too late for Jango. Like, I don't know if he can roll enough to matter, but we'll see. Alright, draw 4. Hit and run's not going to matter now. So let's just see what happens when we roll out, because that's going to be our key here. If we can roll out, play Planetary and claim, or 3 actions from a win. Alright, fast hands on Maz. We'll go or not fast hands, but Maz's ability. Sorry, it's 3 to Maz. He's got to do 6, which means he needs perfect rolls on these, which he could get. And if he does, then that's GG and well played, and we'll go into game 2. But otherwise, I can play the Planetary, next turn claim. He's got 2 rerolls left in him, is what he's got.
I'm thinking.
No problem, Nick. Sorry, I'm not talking as much as normal. I'm also just thinking through what he's got for possibilities here. He's got 3 damage showing, so he's only got to roll 3 damage. I feel like that's just what he's got to be going for. Not sure what his options are. Maybe he can remove Maz's die. But I think that puts him in a really precarious place going forward. I could have fast hands here to get another damage, and then it would have made his choices easier. So I think he's going to try to go for bigger damage. I'm not sure. Okay, just gonna re-roll it. Okay. So it's now his action. Still yours, right?
Yeah, I'm just thinking if I can beat Planetary Uprising.
I mean, confiscate's your best shot at it, which you could have, but I don't know for sure if that deck runs confiscate or not. He'll 2, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If he can't get the win here, then I claim to win, but it's going to be close. Doesn't have the lethal. So he's got to somehow, some way, like if he has a fight dirty, that would get it done. Fight dirty would get it done. He'd win with fight dirty. Or he takes the claim away. Okay. We'll do 1 damage. And then I guess we'll pass and go into the next turn. I'm dumping fast hand. Oh no, I want to keep fast. I'll put fast hands out. I'm going to dump hit and run. Dump the other planetary and dump this. So he's got battlefield. Alright, I'm not sure. I think I just went on the claim. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards. I think I just went on the claim. Like he's got to. He'd have to have. I don't know. Like without an ambush action, I'm not sure. I'll just 369.
Yep. Yeah, 1 action, 2 slow.
Yeah, that was what I was wondering. If you had to have some sort of action sheet there, I wasn't sure what there could be though. Anyways, game 2. Okay, so opening hand here is not solid. The U-Wing's decent. Probably keep the electroshock because, yeah, that seems good. The rest of it's going to go back. I'm mulliganing 3. Okay. So not quite as solid of an open as last game, but
I'll also do 3.
sounds good, Nick. Hey, do you know on this best of 3 is the loser choose battlefield, or do we roll again?
I think it's the normal rule, so I think I get to choose.
Yep, you would have choice on. So, all right. We're gonna do the same thing we did last time. It puts Maz out of the reach of a lot of decks if you put a shield on her. And he's going to start out exactly the same way he did before. No, I think he's contemplating. Like, not having resources for, like, electroshocks or things of that nature is pretty brutal. I'm going to have a hard time throwing 2 here unless I get Amaz's goggles down, which I'll try to play late turn. Okay, he's going to go Gaffy Stick first. Which makes sense because he may need a resource to resolve it. He'll disrupt a resource, so that's definitely going to change what I can do this turn. We'll roll in Poe. Okay. Choose to resolve the 2. Seems wise. Okay, he's going to try to get the holdout blaster to roll, and he's going to hope for, I guess, the modified side and not resolve it, just so he can get more damage. Got a shield, though, so I think he's going to take the shield. Okay, so we're going to roll Maz. Oh, yeah, you get ambush. Sorry, you get ambush, you're right.
Yeah.
So right now, only showing 1 damage. So, I mean, one melee damage doesn't scare me, and I could electroshock the 2-way, but I know he's fishing for that with regards to other sides. So he might have the ability here to hurt me. We'll see, but we're gonna do 4. Okay. I think what he wants to do is avoid overriding the holdout blaster, but he doesn't like you. Makes sense. Get rid of the Poe die. That's a good play. So at this point, I'll electroshock that away. I like that the Jango variant of that deck, because I've been playing it with an IG with a single die FN, and I like that the Jango variant gives you a little more resources. That seems pretty good. Oh. So it's bugged. Should have maybe gone for Maz's goggles on him, but alright. So that's going to work out really good, because next turn I'm going to use Sabotage just to blow up the backup muscle. And kind of go from there. Probably made a mistake playing Maz's goggles on Maz, but that's okay. We're definitely gonna sabotage and ditch a scavenge to blow up that backup muscle, because he's not going to use it early. So I actually just get more damage this way, so I may just resolve the 3. Yikes. Alright, so that was pretty solid. I'm going to force his hand at... okay, 4, yep. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the problem is he could roll in FN and just get the kill with backup muscle here, so I can't allow that to happen. He still can roll in FN and get that done. That's a thing that I'm just going to have to worry about and manage, but I'm going to roll Maz next if he doesn't kill her, in an attempt to get off a special on the 2 side and do 3 damage, and then 3 put FN at 9 when Maz goes down. And I have a planetary uprising next turn, so set up pretty good going into the late game here, but not as good as we would probably like. So he's going to spend 1. We're going to cross our fingers that it doesn't roll into a damage side. If it rolls into a damage side, we're just going to lose Maz. And it doesn't, so that helps us a ton. Okay, so we're going to do this. Okay, and then with Maz, we are going to go here to here and do 3. He can't electroshock, so he's going to need a He Doesn't Like You. But what that means is I can take the 2 resources. If I lose the 3 damage this turn, that's going to stink. But I don't think Maz is long for this world, and there's the damage to finish Maz off. So I think I take the 2 resources while she's still alive. Okay, it's going to kill Maz. All right. Do 3 damage and claim. He's not going to... I mean, he's got to be considerably interested in what's going to happen long term, but with fast hands on Poe, we'll do 3. He's going to have to claim here or give me the battlefield back, which I haven't had any removal yet, so that's a thing. Looks good. No ambush there, but he does get a roll because of FN's ability, but the F11D is not all that great with F11 because of that. I'll claim and put down a fast hands for free. Okay. He might get some damage off here. F11 has never been that successful for me, but I mean, you get enough rerolls and it might come out. Yep. Okay. Last chance. Nice. Final chance. All right. So we'll reset. Get a couple resources in our hands. Draw 5 cards. Okay. We got dug in. We got defensive position. We got another planetary uprising. The only thing we can throw is the DL44. So I'm just going to roll to start and hope for a special, and then we can just finish off. Play another planetary uprising. We're doing 4 a turn. I got defensive position for Jango now. Looking pretty good to pull this one out. It's going to be tight, that's for sure. Jango can roll 6 a turn, so in theory, if he perfect rolls 2 turns in a row, he could kill me, which is a thing. There's no doubt. But I think part of the problem with the DH-17 or the F-11D and the holdout blaster is the simple fact that, don't don't forget your F11. I want to play fair. I mean, it's a tournament, and I don't have to do that, but I like playing fair. I think this makes my decision really super easy. Just take away the die that are going to potentially do the most damage. Don't think he's going to want to resolve the 1 out yet. He can maybe do 4. I've got a dug in for this, though, so he's going to take in the damage he can take in. He's going to try to claim early here and prevent the planetary. Doesn't have the resource side for the F11. I'll just claim and do 2. Maybe a mistake to do that, but I know he's got 4 cards for rerolls, but I could have rerolled, but this is what I was basically getting at. Like the die, the holdout blaster itself really needs some help, and getting a resource is going to be important here because he's probably got a decent sized gun. Yep. Okay. And put me on the clock. Ditch that. Get 3. All right. So thermal is good here. Planetary is good here. I got a sabotage. I think honestly, like, because I don't want Jango to respond quite yet. Oh wait, yep. And I will discard a DL44. Sabotage is just bonkers good against backup muscle. Like, that's just a really hard counterplay. A really good card to shut down the backup muscles. And, you know, what I get out of this is I get the ability still to play another planetary. I'm going to force him to try to roll before me. So, like, he has to be just worried about, well, I don't even have to roll if I didn't want to, right? But I'm ultimately going to roll in. I want to get the dug in up because he doesn't have unblockable damage. So I think I'm going to take the dug in on the next play. If we get the planetary, great. There's a really good chance that like we're just going to be able to do 3 damage, do 5 damage this turn, put Jango on a single action to win, kind of a thing. And you know, that's okay. So I'm going to play dug in. Still haven't rolled, so we're going to force Jango to roll before us, which means we prevent his action sheet if possible. Because I could just, if he doesn't, yeah, I mean, it's just what it is. So that's what we want. And that's ultimately the problem with Jango. So let's see if we can get a special on Poe, which would be awesome. No, but we got damage, so I'll do 2. 3, 6. Take the resource, double claim, and win. So he'll have to claim early is what will happen here. But it doesn't matter because even if he claims early, I just double planetary next turn for the win. So he's got to heal somehow, and I don't think that he's got an option for that. So, and he knows it. I think he knows things are getting tight on him. I'll take the resource. Can he turn the resource off? Got ambush. Are you taking the battlefield with ambush? Is that what you're doing? Right, yeah. That's what I thought. I just wasn't sure. Sorry, I didn't see you claim. I just saw you grab the battlefield, but you did it before playing the knuckler, so I was confused. Oh, I see. Never mind. Boy, it's apparently too early for me to be playing Destiny. And we'll pass. And I just claim for the win. Unless he can heal.
Yeah, you got it. Good game.
Yeah, good game, man. I mean, it definitely comes down to the wire. There's no doubt about it. That deck scares me a lot.
Yeah, I mean, your cards lined up really well against mine these two games.
The sabotages were huge. I appreciate the games, man.
Hey, no problem, man. Good luck in the tournament.
Thanks. I tried to get another deck other than Pro Maz ready, but I just didn't have enough time.
Yeah, I mean, I felt pretty good in my matchup. It was like really close, and I played this deck a bunch, and I don't know, it felt okay.
All right. Well, good to hear, man. Keep up the good work on Hyperloops. I'm always following it, and I appreciate everything you guys do for the community.
Thanks, man. Yeah, good luck.
Thanks. See you around. All right, so that was top 32 for Tabletop Simulator Tournament League. Up a very quality opponent. Nick is really good. That first game was down to the wire. It came within one action of one player or the other winning. And, you know, I knew he might claim early, and that was a thing. And he was trying to avoid the planetary hits. And that makes sense because they add up really fast, especially when you're down to one character left on the battlefield. This deck is extremely good at AoEing, 3-character deck list. I haven't seen that yet, but it's got plenty of single target DPS output. I think Kylo Vader is a scary matchup for it because of hands just like this one, where Kylo has a 60% chance of doing anywhere from 3 to 5 damage. He's got a 20% chance of doing 5 damage and a 40% chance of doing 3 damage to Poe or Maz, and those numbers are big numbers, and you know those are really problematic. He can match toe to toe, and then the Vader, of course, can output the same thing. So I appreciate everybody taking a look at my content, and if you like what I'm putting together, I hope you'll subscribe. I hope you'll follow me on Facebook or Twitter. I appreciate that. I love talking to fans about decks, so feel free to comment on my videos, whatever it may be. And if you like what I'm doing, you want to stay notified when I'm putting it up, don't forget to hit that bell icon and let me know everything you think. Thanks so much, and we'll see you in the top 16.